Hey everybody, Crystal Kitsune here, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different today. So that I used today too many times. As you see before you, you see a very old, primitive looking game. I was going to be trying to play Unturned, but for some reason it gets up to a certain point and freezes when it's trying to load something or whatever. So I have to figure that out. I don't have time to sit here and dick with it. So I pulled up this. If you grew up in the early 90s, you know what this game is. If you don't, then I'm sorry for your not being a child of the 90s. Technically, I didn't actually grow up with this game. I just found it like years later. But it's one of those kind of games that it's text-based, kind of. Like you have those text-based adventures where you type in commands and they do stuff. You still have to move the character around using the arrow keys like this. Actually, I have to get into the game. Like this. But any kind of other commands you want him to do, you actually have to type it into the bottom down here. Where this little doohickey thingy is right here. So you type in your answers or responses or commands or whatever into that section right there. So if you don't know what this is, it's called Hugo, and that's about it. There was 3 games made as far as I know. There was Hugo 1, Hugo 2, and Hugo 3. Now, like, the premise of the game is you're Hugo, this guy, whose girlfriend Penelope, I think, gets kidnapped. In the first game, it's like by a haunted house and scary creatures. In the second game, you're in like England or something. Like you're flying to a certain location, and you have to stop off at England or whatever, or I may be switching these two around, but I know one of them is you're in England and you're at like her uncle's house or something. And there was like a murder and she gets kidnapped or something. I know the last one very well, and that one's like in a jungle and you have to type things out. Now I'm not going to be able to finish this because I never got to like the end of this game. I got close with the last one though, which is in the jungle, but I had to use a cheat code to do it because there's a certain thing that you have to not do in order to get it to continue. This game here, it's kind of like if you do it wrong and you progress, further, and you find out that you fucked up, you basically either if you have a state, that's fine. But I think you have to go all the way back to the beginning. A lot of DOS games were unforgiving like that. Like a lot of when the Game Grumps did not Adventure Quest. They did those Quest ones and Leisure Suit Larry. It was a DOS game, and they had to save a lot because if you get to a certain point where you fuck up and you didn't save, then you're pretty much SOL. So we're just going to play a little bit of this game. Now, like I said, you can fuck up in this game a lot. So you have to get into this house. So when you go up to the house, you go like open door and it says it's locked. Okay. So a lot of people had like qualms about like how the hell do you get into this house. It looks like there's like a gate over here where you can go through because it looks like it's kind of open, but no. You have to smash this pumpkin. So you go look at pumpkin. Okay. Get pumpkin. I'm like right next to it, you fucktard. Get pump. Did I spell right? Come on. Okay. Now break open pumpkin. Take key. Okay. So now the key is in our inventory. So now you can come up here and say unlock door. Open door. Okay, now the door's open. So that's how you get into this particular game. Okay, so now you see this guy. He's running across the screen. He is an evil scientist. He will fuck up your steez. So you've got essentially 2 rooms upstairs that you can go into, and 2 rooms downstairs. Now you don't want to go into the dining room because there's monsters in there, and you have to get a certain thing first before you can do that. So I'm going to pick up the candle first. Okay, so that's in my inventory now. One of these rooms has a armoire, wooden closet in it, and you open it up and there's a mask. Open door. And you go in there and you get the mask and you then, yeah, here. Open closet. And then you take mask. Okay, so now you have a mask and you can wear it at the monster party. I don't think I've... okay. I just want to make sure because there's like so many things that you can miss in these kind of games. So you basically have to kind of think about like, okay, what's in the room? What is there that you could do to set things in the room? So doing these kind of games, you have to kind of like think about it. I mean, if you want to cheat, then that's fine, but just to get through the end of the game. But so you don't want to go off to the left or to the right, because if you go into that room, the guy will immediately snatch you and like strap you up to something and do something. Look at mirror. Appears to be something in the mirror on red. Looks like the number 333. So 333 is prevalent. Look in sink. Okay, so, and usually on horror games they put things in toilet. So look in toilet. Okay, so I mean, this is not your modern kind of horror game. It's just like a simple text-based DOS game, basically, which does have some graphics. So I mean, it's a step up from regular games like that. So that's cool. Okay, so one of these doors leads to the kitchen, and then the other one, okay, the one immediately to the right, I think leads to the dining room. Yeah, okay. So open fridge. Okay, open refrigerator. Okay. There is an outside. That leads to a locked shed, so you can't really get into that right now. That leads to the dining room. And if you go immediately to this left here, there's a dog that will immediately come after you and kill you. So let's look in the stove or oven. Look. Kitchen, you can hear the sounds of a feast or something going on in the room to the right. Okay. So, to get past this part, you have to put the mask on. So, put on mask. So now you look like a monster. So now you can go into this room and talk to the butler. No, I think you have to sit down first. Because you got death. Frankenstein. Fuck. Okay, so get chop. Take meat. Oh, there's some meat here on the table, so maybe I can take the meat here. Look. Swing. Talk to monsters. Okay, so now I got a chop. Now this is the tricky part, because I think you have to set this up ahead of time. You have to take the chop and throw it to the dog, but the dog comes at you like immediately. So you have to, I think, set it up to where wait, let me save. Here. Save game. Okay. I think you have to set it up to where you throw the pork chop down so the dog can get it, and then you go on. But I'm not quite sure how you word it. So, toss or give chop to dog. Okay, let's see if I can go through here and okay, so restore. Okay, throw chop. Okay, so I'm gonna go through here. Look in mouse hole. Okay. Look under rug. Okay. Open door. Trap door. This is further than I've gotten. Bolted shut. But I didn't get anything. Here's candle. Candle. Okay, so I don't know if that will work. No, the dog's going to come after me now. Okay, so restore. Okay, so we know that the dog takes a chop. So we have to find the pliers or whatever first. Open cupboard. Look. Okay, so there's nothing here that I can get. I don't think there's anything here that I can get right now either. Because I think this is locked. Oh, 333. Oh, open door. 3. Cool. Excuse me. Okay, so maybe we can get the bolt cut with. Okay, look. Broken oil can. Okay, take oil can. Oil can. Okay, so now we got an oil can. I thought that it needed a lock, but I think there's like another, one of the other games, I think like the second one, that has a shed like that where you actually have to have a lock, a key for it, not just a lock, or a passcode. Okay, so, look in hole. Pin knife lying in the dust on the floor. Take pin knife. Take whistle. Okay. Wonder what the whistle is for. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Save game. Save. Save game 2. Okay, I'm gonna blow the whistle. See what happens. Nothing. Oh, okay, so I wonder if... Whoa, hello. Okay, so the dog comes when you blow the whistle. Okay. No. So the whistle, I guess, can be used for some other reason later on. But first we have to I always use that backslash, throw, chop. Okay, so now we'll go in. Okay, open, or look under rug. Use pin knife on door. Okay, look at door. Trap door. Open trap door. Jeez. These things are literal. Okay, bolted shut. Unbolt door. Unbolt door. Oh, come on, I'm like right here. Unbolt door. Open trap door. Trap door. Bolted shut. Undo bolt. Ugh. Use pin knife on bolt. Cut. Open door. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So we need something else for that area. So we need to restore because we went in and used the stuff on the door, or dog. So I don't think you can get any more as far as I know. So we'll go into this door here, but I think the guy's gonna yank us. Okay, pick up the mask. Oh, wait. There you are, been looking all over the house for you. I don't want to go. Stab doctor. Kill doctor. I think there's something about you have to get the green guy over into the thing, because if you do it yourself, he'll shrink you, and then you don't have any other way of getting around or whatever. Talk to green man. Igor's taking orders from no position. Push Igor into device. Push doctor into device. Put doctor. Because I know there's supposed to be a way. Open panel. Push button. Yeah, because there's like something. I know if you step into the box, he's gonna shrink you. So I'm just gonna do that, so you can see what happens. Push the blue button. But he pushes the red button instead, so I shrink. Okay, so I'm just kind of curious what would happen if I blow the whistle now. Blow. Well, I'm just kind of curious to see what happens. Okay, nothing happens. I know I have a candle. Use candle. What else? I got the whistle, and I got the penknife. Talk to Igor. Talk to Igor. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure what happens, like, after this. Like, I didn't get so far as, like, the dog thing. I know, like, there's something to do with trapping Igor into the box somehow, and then pushing a button, and then something happens. But I don't know how to get him into the box. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you like this video, give it a like, and be sure to share with your friends. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and over here there'll be a video that YouTube suggests you check out. Here will be my face, you can click on that to go subscribe, and over here will be a link to the merchandise store if you want to go get some merch, and also kind of an update or whatever. I will try to still get to PAX Prime / West. It should be here in the West Coast in September. I'm still trying to get the goal of 100 subscribers before then, so make sure that if you want to help me get to that goal, to subscribe. I'm saving money now, so hopefully by then I'll have enough. And if you want to see me continue this particular run through of Hugo, and even the other two, because I have all three, let me know, and I'll finish this one, and then I will bring up the other two as well, and play them throughout the, throughout the videos that I do on a weekly basis. So that's going to be it for today, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.